Good morning, sports investors. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. I'm your host, three-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Bobby Edwards. Bobby is our underdog king and Big E specialist. Bobby is absolutely on fire. Last Sunday, a big winner on the 49ers +7, an outright winner. He is absolutely on fire. And the Colts over Denver, he is on fire with his underdogs. Also on Saturday, Northwestern +2 over Penn State. Bobby's underdogs are kicking butt. Before we get to the show, I want all listeners to pick up the phone and give us a call right now. All callers are going to get absolutely free 3 winners for today and 3 for tomorrow. All callers are going to get absolutely free the winner of Kansas TCU, Miami North Carolina, and Wake Forest Notre Dame. For tomorrow, you're going to get the Saints Redskins, the Dolphins Eagles, and the Chiefs Broncos. 6-0, absolutely free. Even the callers free. Callers right now at 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-G-MAN. 888-484-4626 is the number. 3 free winners for today and 3 for tomorrow. 6 free winners. We're on fire on the free picks. Last Saturday, 2-1 again. The free picks been hitting 66%. So even if you don't want to buy anything, you got 3 free winners coming today. 888-484-G-MAN. Also, we're going to have some big specials this weekend. Thanksgiving is a few weeks away. We're going to be on this week, next week. We're going to be off Thanksgiving weekend. So the Saturday after Thanksgiving, there'll be no show. And then we'll be back on the air for December. But give us a call. If you want to get your feet wet, we got a $2.99 special for the month. It's $100 down. It was $3.99. We're going to do a special for Thanksgiving, $299 for a month. So if you're a small player and you just want to get your feet wet, $299 for a month. Also on the $80,000 bankroll games, this week only, I'm going to do a $500 special. Normally to get the $80,000 bankroll games, it's a minimum of $2,500. We've been doing $1,000 to $8,000, but I'm going to do $500 today. So if you want to turn your $500 into $4,000, use code 777 when you call in. You'll speak to me, Bobby, or Joe. We'll get you on the bankroll games. Again, code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. And this week only, $500. We'll turn it into $4,000. Also, we're going to do a special if you just want this weekend. $99 for the weekend. You'll get some winners from us this weekend, and you can dip your toe in the water and test us out. We got a $99 special. So when you call in, just ask for the $299 special, the $99 special, or code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. Also, you can go to the website, listen to the show in its entirety. It's posted at www.jerrywins.com. www.jerrywins.com. And while you're there, right on the front page, Bobby Edwards has his guaranteed pick, $99. The game is guaranteed. If you don't win, Bobby will refund your money. So it's pay if you win with Bobby at www.jerrywins.com. Bobby, your underdogs are really, coming in big time. I mean, Northwestern +2. I'm looking at these other dogs. You had the 49ers. Nobody would have got that. The whole world bet the other side there. The Falcons, and, then the Colts over Denver. Peyton Manning coming back home, and the Colts getting the job done. So your underdogs have been doing pretty well.
Thanks, Jerry. And some of those plays were, like we like to talk about, trends. The Indy game especially, Peyton Manning going back to Indy, there wasn't much, pomp and circumstance for that because, let's face it, now they're playing each other, but it was a big homecoming for him. This was the stadium, the Lucas, what do they call it, the Lucas Oil Stadium that Peyton built. And, let's face it, I mean, it was a really good game. Indy, played about as good as Indy's going to play. And Peyton, a couple of bad plays at the end of the game. Didn't give him much time to go out there and work his magic. But that was good for us. The Northwestern game last Saturday, let's face it, that line was all over the place, right? I mean, that line was -1, -2, pick 'em, +1. That line moved about 7 times before it settled in as a small dog. I mean, I had some guys who had it at a to pick them.
Yeah.
It just depends on where you bet them. But, all in all, good weekend. We're going to have a great weekend. And, for folks that are listening for the first time, we get a lot of players that call us with the same scenario. Bobby, I've been listening to the show. Every Saturday morning, I'm driving my kid to soccer or gymnastics or whatever the case may be. We get a lot of people that work on Saturdays also. So, there's a lot of people out there, driving the highways and byways of America working. Some of those guys are some of our most dedicated clients. So, there's something for everybody as far as betting on sports. You don't have to bet thousands of dollars. Some of our best players started out betting, $500 a game. And, now they might be betting thousands. But that's because they built themselves a bankroll. So you're never going to know how good this can be unless you get involved in it. And that's why we offer free games. We want people to call. But we're also telling you how much it's going to cost. So for a month, it's $299. That's not a lot of money. No. That's about $10 a day to check out a really good service like ours. Somebody that's been on the air now for 8 or 9 years, pretty religiously, too. I mean, like Jerry said in the opening, Thanksgiving weekend, a lot of people are traveling. So it's not advantageous for us to market on Saturdays. A lot of people are stuck in airports and stuff. So, but, we've been doing this show now for a lot of years. So you get the gist of it. It's an infomercial about sports betting. We're telling people that, people are legally betting on sports. Or, there's ways to get, to bet these games. You don't have to necessarily be out in Vegas or Laughlin or Reno or Tahoe, wherever you do go to a casino. You can bet online. 95% of the people that wager on sports now do it online. Yep. And that's the easiest and, in our opinion, the best way to go about doing this. I mean, not everybody can hop on a plane. I mean, I'm out in Vegas a lot, so it's easy for me. But when I'm not, online account is the way to go. So we got great action today. You got college basketball now, pro basketball. So there's a lot of ways to make money. I mean, football, great sport. But, Jerry and I have been doing this I've been doing it 25 years.
And college
Jerry's been in it.
started yesterday.
Yeah, so there's something for everybody. And we know college basketball is huge. It's second to football. People love to bet college basketball. Any scandal that's happened in sports betting in the last 50 years,
College
a majority
basketball
has been college basketball. So, what is that? How does that pertain to what we do? Listen, every day there's stuff that goes on in these people's lives, especially college basketball players. There's so many Division I schools that we're going to be betting that, things do happen inside the locker room and the parking lots. And are we privy to that information? Sometimes we are. Most of the time we're not. But there are occasions where we do hear of a piece of information that might be the difference between winning and losing and covering the spread. So, unless you're sitting where we're sitting, you're really on the outside looking in. 888-484-4626 is the number to call. And we'll tell you everything. We'll tell you about college football today, pro football tomorrow. We're doing a Sunday show now, so those folks that are listening today can't necessarily get to the phone. Our doors are open every day. You will definitely... From
now till Thanksgiving, we don't even have a day off.
Somebody will be here to answer the call, and if they're not, leave your name and number. We'll get back to you within 5 or 10 minutes.
Driving, no days off from now till
I know. You're really cracking the whip, man.
Well, listen, this is the time of the year that we got to do it. December is a slow month because everybody's out Christmas shopping. January is everybody's paying their bills from Christmas. Oh, yeah. And then February and March, it gets crazy again with the college basketball and then the March Madness in March. So, there's a lot of money to be made. And, Bobby, we're in week 10 of the NFL. It feels like the season's going so fast. It's actually week 11 in college because there was a full board of college right before Labor Day. So Labor Day was late this year. So we're in week 10 already of the football, and it just seems like these seasons go so fast they're a blur.
Yeah.
But I'm going to explain the $80,000 bankroll games. For all you people, most of you people know what the bankroll games are, and you should be calling us. You shouldn't be waiting. But the bankroll games are simply this. Originally, for the big players, you needed to have $10,000 to play with to get on the bankroll games. And the reason they're called the $80,000 bankroll games is because what you would do is you would get 3 games, not all in a row, not all in the same weekend necessarily, not all in the same weeks necessarily, but they're 3 games that we get huge information on. And what you're doing is you're taking the first game and you're betting $10,000 on it. So now if you're betting online, in order to bet $10,000, you have to have $10,000 in your account. So when you win the first game, now your account has 20 grand in it. Then you hit the second game for 20 grand and you turn it into 40. And then you hit the third game for 40 and turn it into 80. So that's why they're called the $80,000 bankroll games, because you take 10 to 80. We work on 25%, so we get 20,000 to do that for you. Now, we did smaller versions when the economy turned, and money wasn't so easy to come by. We did a $5,000 version, 5 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 40. And then we went to 2,500 to get it to 20,000. Because, folks, the only difference between a small player and a big player is a few winners. I got a guy from L.A. that, lost a lot of money. He was with us a few years ago. He had $300 in his account, and I turned the $300 into $15,000. I just had to hit 6 games in a row, 7 games in a row. So the only difference between a small player and a big player is a few winners. So then we did the $1,000 special, 1,000 to 8, this weekend only, and it's not going to run another weekend after this. I will turn 500 into 4,000. So if you have $500 to play with, I'll turn it into 4,000. When you call us, a girl's going to answer the phone, 888-484-4626. 888-484-G-Man. Leave your name and number with the girl, but make sure you tell her code 777 or you want the bankroll games. She'll get your name up to me or Bobby or Joe, and one of us will call you back and explain the bankroll games. But you don't have to be a seasoned gambler to make money doing this. Actually, you'll make more money if you don't know what you're doing, because you're more apt to listen to us. So, if you never played before, call us. We can walk you through it. I got an 88-year-old woman that made the bankroll last week, and, she knows nothing. I actually had to stay on the phone while she was putting the games in online because she hardly knew how to use the internet. But, if you follow us verbatim, you can't help but make money. So, like I said, give us a call, and we'll make you money. If you're a seasoned gambler, we'll break you of your bad habit of losing, and we'll start making you money. Either way, give us a call. Let us start making you some money. We're going to take a break, but stay tuned. There's lots to come, and then we're going to have a couple of customers on that have made money with us in the past, and they're going to tell their story. But you should call us because you'll be the next person on our show. So give us a call right now, 888-484-4626. Anybody that calls right now are going to get 3 free winners. Kansas, TCU, Miami, North Carolina, Wake Forest, Notre Dame. For tomorrow, Saints, Redskins, Dolphins, Eagles, Chiefs, Broncos, 6-0, absolutely free. The phone call's even free. Call us toll-free at 1-888-484-4626, 888-484-G-Man. If you want the 3 games, we'll give them to you. You want the $99 special, we'll work this weekend for $99. You just ask for the $99 special. For $2.99, you get a month. So if you're a small player and you want to just get your feet wet, $10 a day, $2.99 for the month, and we'll get you on a month. Just ask for the $2.99 special, and also the bankroll games, code 777, if you want the bankroll games. Also, you can go online. Bobby's got his guaranteed pick posted, $99 right on the front page. Game must win or your money back. So it's basically pay if you win with Bobby at www.jerrywins.com. And also listen to the radio show there, too, because the radio show is posted right now. And if you call us now, don't wait till the end of the show. The first 100 callers are going to get Bobby's big Nets-Warriors game. The Nets are playing the Warriors. We'll give you that game for free as well if you're one of the first 100 callers. Give us a call, 1-888-484-G-Man. You're listening to the Sports Advisors. We'll be right back. I'm Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors, the only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Contest. And we are on fire here at the Sports Advisors. I want all listeners to give me a call right now. I have a game today that will not lose. You heard me right. It will not lose. If you're tired of losing and you want to make money, give me a call right now. I have a game that will not lose. My number is 1-888-484-4626. That's 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626. Give me a call. We're here all day. Operators are standing by. And as I said, I have a game that will not lose. You call me and get this game, I will guarantee this game against the rest of the season. This game must win, or I'll give you the rest of the season absolutely free. Give me a call for this winner right now. The number is 1-888-484-4626. 1-888-484-4626.
Folks, you have got to stop. Stop listening to your brother-in-law, your bartender, whomever is giving you game information. You know it's not working. You've got to pick up the phone and call Jerry Hendel. He is America's only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Championship. He has over 100 years' experience in his office of producing winning information. Thousands of dollars in software that catalogs and stores information on games. And solid nationwide sources with weekly updated game information. So call him now and get a free selection on tonight's game, simply to prove to you how powerful their game information is. That's right, it's free. 888-484-4626. The number again, 888-484-4626. So get serious and get this free pick from Jerry Hendel, America's only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Challenge. Absolutely free, no cost or obligation. 888-484-4626. 888-484-4626.
Hello, this is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. We have been on fire since week 1, and I want everybody to pick up the phone and call us. I have a big underdog that's going to happen tonight. It's going to be one of my best underdogs of the year. You're going to pick up the phone and call us at 888-484-4626. That's 888-484-4626. My underdogs right now are hitting 65%. If you're out there and you're losing on your own, all you need to do again is pick up the phone. I'll have a big underdog tonight, and I can tell you right now, this is an underdog that's going to win outright. Pick up the phone and call us, 888-484-4626. But make sure you do yourselves a favor. If you're gambling on your own and you're not making any money, pick up the phone, 888-484-4626. I have a huge underdog that I'm looking at tonight that's going to win outright, 888-484-4626.
Once again, Jerry and Bobby, the Sports Advisors.
And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, 3-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Bobby Edwards. Bobby is our underdog king and Big E specialist. Bobby had some nice winners last Saturday and Sunday, but mostly Sunday he had the 49ers and the Colts, 2 nice underdog winners. And on Saturday, the Northwestern +2 over Penn State, kicking a field goal as the time ran out, winning the game 23-21. Bobby is on fire with his underdogs. And Bobby is also our NBA specialist, and he happens to be 12-3 in the NBA so far this year. So, you know, folks, now that the NBA is here, there's money to be made every single day on football, basketball, baseball is over, but, you know, baseball starts up in another few months. So there's always something going on, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, there's always something going on. From now till Thanksgiving, I don't know if you realize it, folks, there's a football game every single day except Thanksgiving Eve. So, you know, Monday through Friday, there's football every night. Lots of money to be made. In the NFL, we're in week number 10. And, folks, for those of you that have bet, you know, many times, you're starting to see how hard it is to win now. I mean, in the beginning of the season, the lines were way off on these games, so a monkey could pick these games and be right, you know, 60% of the time. Now it's a little tougher because the lines have tightened up. Vegas lays a lot of traps for you, and you need to be able to navigate through these traps. Again, last weekend, the public got crushed again, 2 weekends in a row. The public bet the Jets and lost. All right, the Jets won, but they didn't cover. The public bet the Rams and lost. The public bet the Dolphins and lost. The public bet the Saints and lost. You won the Patriots game, laying 14. They won by 17. You lost the Packers. That was the second biggest game bet, and the Packers got smoked. They came back late and made a little run, but they were getting killed. There was no doubt as to who was going to win that game. The public also laid the number with the Falcons and got killed. And also the Broncos and got killed. Everybody loved Peyton Manning, and they got killed with that one. So the public lost like 7 out of 8 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 out of 8 games the public lost. The fact of the matter is you can't make money doing this on your own. Call us. Everybody out there, you all work hard for a living, whether you're a truck driver, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're an auto mechanic. That's what you do, and you do it well. Leave this to us. You can't just pick up a newspaper on a Saturday morning, and sit there and say, well, I like this game, and this game. You have no idea what you're doing. It's crazy. I wouldn't call up a stockbroker and tell them buy this stock, and that stock, because I tried that. And every stock that I ever bought in my life, I got crushed on because I know nothing about stocks. But I've been doing this since 1983, folks, and I know how to make money betting on sports. And for those of you listening to us for the first time, this is an hour-long show. I'm going to educate you how to make money betting on sports. Like Charles Schwab and all those stockbrokers, they tell you what stocks to buy. We tell you what games to bet on. But there's a big difference, folks. Our interests are aligned with yours in that the stockbrokers, they're interested in taking you in and out of stocks because when they buy a stock, they get paid. And when they sell a stock, they get paid. So whether you win or lose on the stocks, they get paid. Okay? When we get paid based on performance. The more I make for you, the more I make. So who would you rather deal with? A guy that just wants to sell you crap? Or would you rather deal with a guy that makes money based on what you make? I think you'd rather deal with us. So again, give us a call, 888-484-4626. We'll give you some free winners today, but most of all, we'll educate you on how to make money betting on sports. And Bobby, I mean, back in the day, you were in the business a little after I did. You got in about 5 or 6 years after me. I think you got in around 88, 89. Back then, you only dealt with people that had bookies that, you know, they used to have to go to a bar and collect their money. It was kind of a shady deal. It was, you know, mob related. And, you know, if they didn't pay the bookies, you know, you're afraid they were going to get their legs broken. Right. But the main bad thing about that is you can bet and get in over your head because you're betting on credit. And the bookie don't care. If you don't pay, he puts you on a payment plan. And then it costs you $1,000 a week, say, and only $500 comes off. They charge you like 100% interest. And nowadays, you're betting online. You can only bet what you have in the account. If you don't have the money to put in, you can't bet it. So you can only lose the money that you have. And also the good thing is, you know, you don't have to go to a bar and meet somebody and collect. They wire the money right into your bank account. So it's gotten a lot more corporate now.
Yeah, no, it's a lot better now than it was 20, 30 years ago. You know, bookmaking, I mean, has been around for a long time. Oh, yeah. And that's, you know, that's always been, you know, one of those, you know, kind of misconceptions of betting on sports these days where people think, you know, if they're not in the state of Nevada, that they got to go find a local bookie. And that's not, you know, happening these days. You know, there's so much online gaming going on. I mean, right. Everything, every facet of our world now has something to do with the internet. So obviously you can go online, you can open up an account. There's probably a couple of hundred companies. They're all located in Costa Rica and Jamaica and Curacao. Yeah. And, you know, it's bookmaking is legal in Europe. So in the UK. So, you know, it's not like it used to be. It's not the 800-pound gorilla in the room. People are betting on sports. They're doing it legally. Millions, billions of dollars is being wagered on, you know, on Saturdays and Sundays. I mean, we know the Super Bowl legally $5 to $10 billion every year. God knows how much it is, you know, in online. You know, it's probably another $10 billion. So, you know, people are betting on these games. People want to bet on these games. You know, this fantasy football, you know, conglomerate now is really taking off. So
we're going to get into that business too.
Yeah, we're going to be slowly, you know, talking to our clients about getting involved in fantasy football. You know, listen, there's a way to make money on it. We'll figure out a way to make it, you know, do it the right way. So, you know, there's a lot of ways of making money on sports these days. I mean, horse racing and the dog track, pari-mutuels is what they go by. I mean, they've been around for years. You know, sports betting really has been around for about 50, 60 years. You know, the casinos that have sports betting, you know, it's in the back of the casino. It probably accounts for, you know, 10% of the take, if that. I mean, I deal with a lot of people in Vegas, and I know a lot of casino owners, and they tell me, Bobby, the reason why you don't even know where the sports book is because it brings in so little money.
Yeah.
And that's why
actually the casinos don't even own the sports books.
Usually
they have like a corporation that owns 10 or 12 of them, and they pay for the you know, they pay for the use of it.
It's not even that big of a deal in Vegas. Vegas or Reno or Laughlin.
Slot machines are the biggest.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's big. As soon as you walk into a casino and you see the slot machine, that's where they make their money.
That's where they make their money. And then the baccarat is in the back because they don't make much.
Yeah, people don't understand. People can't even pronounce it.
Right, they have not an advantage, but the house has the least advantage in baccarat.
Right.
And that's why you see those tables. Yeah, and sports betting. And that's why you don't find those tables.
Sports betting, you got a 50-50 shot. I mean, anybody could get lucky and win on a sporting event.
Yep.
You got a 50-50 shot whether you take the dog or the favorite.
Especially Super Bowls and big games.
Yeah, and the lines are adjusted. I mean, people look at the lines in their local newspaper. I had people that call me up and say, Bobby, you gave me this team -7 in my local paper. It's 7.5 or 8.
Right.
The paper is not a place where you should go and try and get any information other than what's going on in the world. As far as sports betting, the newspaper is your enemy. The lines are way off. I mean, it's not really giving you any good information. I mean, if the newspaper was a good form of getting information for sports betting, we wouldn't do as well as we do. So, don't go to the newspaper or USA Today to get any information. ESPN is only going to give you, the important stuff. They're not going to really tell you what goes on in the locker room. People, you don't rely on ESPN to pick winners.
Right. They can't pick their nose.
No. So, I mean, and they talk about the spread, right?
I watch all the time.
I watch them all. I watch Colin Cowherd. I watch ESPN First Take. On Thursdays and Fridays, they're always giving out their picks. It's always against the spread, Mike and Mike. They're always talking about sports betting, but yet they don't really do anything, other than mention the spread.
Right.
Skip Bayless, who I kind of like. He's a pretty knowledgeable guy. He's been around for 100 years. This guy, he loves to talk about point spreads, and that's great, but it doesn't really do anything to help our business. Our industry is picking the game against the spread, and that's how we make our money. So if we want to continue living the lifestyle that we do, we need to be very successful at picking against the spread. We don't win every game. This is not an exact science. Don't quit your day job. But if you're interested in maybe making an extra $1,000 a week, an extra $10,000 a month,
Christmas is right around the corner.
Even if you make an extra $500 a month, it's more money than you had before that. And what we charge people to come on board, Jerry, it's ridiculous. It's almost like you can't afford not to give it a shot, if that's the way I should be saying it. So 888-484-4626 is the number to call. Saturday, folks, you got college basketball, college football. Tomorrow we're doing a show. We're doing pro football. There's NBA every day. There's basketball every day from now until the middle of next June.
Yeah.
So, there's opportunities, but don't wait. This is the time to get involved in basketball. The lines are way off. The odds makers are looking at what these teams did last year. So you're going to see a lot of bad lines in college.
Yep, early in the season.
The experts, the odds makers are not going to really, know how to put lines on some of these teams, St. John's versus Indiana or whatever. So there are opportunities to make some easy money, and I only say that because of the time of the year right now as far as college basketball. The lines are way off. NBA, we're off to a great start. We're hitting about 78% in the NBA, but everybody wants football. That's fine. Football is king. 888-484-4626. Make the call.
All right, we're going to wrap it up soon, commercial time soon. But before we do, folks, you got to give us a call. Like if you got on the $3.99 special last week, I mean, we had some nice, easy winners. Now, when I said the public lost on those games, we had a couple of those games, too. We get caught every once in a while, too. But we had easy winners. Some games that we had over the weekend, we had the Steelers. We lost that game. I mean, you can't tell me these guys don't know the spread. The guy's on the half-yard line and goes out of bounds, and they kick a field goal to win by 3 or 4.
Something fishy
there. So, we lost the Steelers. We had the Vikings a winner. We had the Buffalo Bills, an $80,000 bankroll game winner. We had the Niners a winner. We had the Giants a winner. The Colts a winner. And then we lost the Cowboys. So I think we were like 6-2 last Sunday. So again, we did a lot better than the public did. The public lost 7 out of 8 games. So don't wait. Give us a call. It's week number 10. At least turn your season around and start making some money. 888-484-4626 is the number. And anybody that calls, what I'm going to do for you is this. I'm going to give you 3 free games today. Last Saturday, we hit 2 out of 3 on the free games. We had Texas, an easy winner. We had Miami, which was a push. Actually, we were 2-0. And then what was the other game that we had? North Carolina. So we hit 2 winners and tied 1. And then Sunday, we were 2 out of 3 as well. We had the Bills. I don't remember all the free games, but I know we had the Bills and we had 2 other winners. So, again, give us a call. 6 free winners. Kansas, TCU, Miami, North Carolina, Wake Forest, Notre Dame. For tomorrow, you're going to get the Saints, Redskins, the Dolphins, Eagles, and the Chiefs, Broncos, all of them free. All you got to do is call 888-484-4626. 888-484-G-MAN. If you're one of the first 100 callers, don't wait. You'll get the winner of the Nets Warriors. That's Bobby's Game of the Week. So call us and you'll get the Nets Warriors winner as a bonus. 888-484-4626. Also, I'm going to mention a couple of specials that we have. If you just want to play this weekend with us and get your feet wet, we got a $99 special for the weekend. Just for the weekend, $99. If you want a month of service, last week it was $3.99. Today only $2.99 for the month. When you call in, just be specific. Ask the girl for the $99 special. Ask her for the $2.99 special. She'll put you through to one of my consultants, and they'll get you on the month or the weekend. Also, the bankroll games. If you've been listening to us for a long time and waiting for the chance to jump in, if you have as little as $500, I'll turn it into $4,000. If you want the bankroll games, use code 777. When you call us, you'll speak to me, Bobby, or Joe, and we'll certainly get on the bankroll games. Also, speaking of the bankroll games, in the last segment, we're going to have one of Bobby's clients on. He's been on. I think he got on for the $3.99 special, and he's going to talk about, what the regular players are making, because we always put somebody on that won the bankroll games. We're going to put an average guy on in the last segment so you could hear from him. But again, give us a call, 888-484-4626. And last but not least, our show is posted on the website right now. Go to www.jerrywins.com, Jerry wins.com. While you're there, Bobby has his guaranteed pick. Pay if you win with Bobby. Game is guaranteed to your money back. www.jerrywins.com. You're listening to the Sports Advisors. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. We have been on fire since week one, and I want everybody to pick up the phone and call us. I have a big underdog that's going to happen tonight. It's going to be one of my best underdogs of the year. You're going to pick up the phone and call us at 888-484-4626. That's 888-484-4626. My underdogs right now are hitting 65%. If you're out there and you're losing on your own, all you need to do again is pick up the phone. I'll have a big underdog tonight, and I can tell you right now, this is an underdog that's going to win outright. Pick up the phone and call us, 888-484-4626. But make sure you do yourselves a favor. If you're gambling on your own and you're not making any money, pick up the phone, 888-484-4626. I have a huge underdog that I'm looking at tonight that's going to win outright, 888-484-4626.
Many have tried, but only one has ever accomplished it. And that was winning the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Challenge 3 times. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Here's Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors. Call him for a free selection on today's action. Call him for a free selection right now to prove how strong his information is. Call him at 1-800-484-4626. 1-800-484-4626. Jerry Hendel. Jerry, the only one.
I'm Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors. I want all your listeners to check out our new and improved website. Go to jerrywins.com. That's JERRYWINS.com. Jerrywins.com. Each and every day we put up a free pick. Also, you got picks from the top handicappers in the country. Jerry Hendel, Bobby Edwards, Joe Madrano, and Sal Josephs. Go to jerrywins.com. Get a free pick every day. jerrywins.com.
And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, 3-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Bobby Edwards. Bobby's the underdog king and Big East specialist. Bobby's on fire with his underdogs. Last Sunday, 3 easy underdogs. On Saturday, Northwestern +2 over Penn State, an outright winner. Also, the 49ers +7, an outright winner. And also the Colts +4.5, an outright winner. We're on fire, but you got to give us a call in order to find that out. Folks, we're in week number 10. We're 2 weeks from Thanksgiving weekend. Give us a call right now. 3 free winners for today. All callers are going to get Kansas TCU, Miami, North Carolina, Wake Forest, Notre Dame. For tomorrow, you're going to get the winner of the Saints Redskins, the Dolphins Eagles, and the Chiefs Broncos. That's 6-0, absolutely free. Even the phone call is free. And if you wanted the first 100 callers, Bobby's going to give you his NBA game of the week, the Nets Warriors today. Again, 888-484-4626 is the number to call. Operators are standing by. 888-484-G-MAN, 888-484-4626. 6 free winners just for calling. We also got some great specials. If you've been listening to us for a long time, if you want to get your feet wet this weekend, you're a small player, $99 for the weekend. We'll get you on some nice winners. The $99 games have been hitting about 70%. So just call us and tell the girl you want the $99 special. If you want a month and you want to pay $10 a day on an average, then ask for the $2.99 special. That price goes back to $3.99 next week. It's just today. I'll give you the month for $2.99. That's $10 a day. Just ask for the $2.99 special. You get a month of service with us. We'll make you lots of money. Also, the bankroll games. We're running a $500 special for Thanksgiving, but it's only today. If you want to come on board for the bankroll games, the $1,000 minimum has been the past norm, but we're going to do a $500 special today only. So if you have as little as $500 and you want to make 8 times your money this weekend, 500 to 1,000, 1,000 to 2, 2 to 4. Call us, use code 777. You'll speak to me, Bobby, or Joe, and we will get you on the bankroll games. When you call in, you got to use code 777 or just say, I want the bankroll games. 888-484-4626 is the number. 888-484-G-MAN. Last but not least, the website. If you didn't hear the beginning of the show or you want to hear the show in its entirety, the show is posted right now at www.jerrywins.com. That's www.jerrywins.com. While you're there, Bobby Edwards has his guaranteed pick. It's right on the front page. It says, pay if you win with Bobby. What that means is if you don't win, you no pay. The game must win or your money back. www.jerrywins.com. Hey, Bobby, I just realized that, we're in week 10. And, we said in the last segment, the lines have tightened up. The public is starting to lose almost every week now. I mean, it's amazing how the public wins early on, and as sure as anything, as sure as the sun will come up tomorrow, they start losing around week number 7 or 8, and they just keep getting crushed after that.
Yeah, and the percentages, warrant that. I mean, when you look at when it first started football season, late August for college.
Right.
The odds makers, if you look at all the games, let's say there's 65 games on a Saturday in Division I college football, how accurate were the odds? Well, we look at the point spreads and give or take, plus or minus 3 or 4 points.
Right.
They were only averaging about 20%, as far as being close to the spread.
Right. Not even.
Yeah, not even. I mean, it was probably more like 17 or 18%. Yeah. Now, you look at it, it's closer to 30%. So, right. The spreads now are getting closer, which means the odds makers have obviously seen these teams play now 8-9 times. So they're figuring out how many points Notre Dame is going to score. How many points Ohio State's going to put up. How many points Wisconsin's typically going to score. And now as the weather changes, you're going to start to see the spreads are going to the weather is going to definitely have something to do with what the spreads are. So there's so many variables that go into picking these games. I don't know how the average person thinks he's going to, wake up today, break open a newspaper, and put his hard-earned cash on something that he's spending an average of 8 minutes. We've done a study on that also. Yeah. 8 minutes is what the average person is how long it takes for them to pick their games. 8 minutes. We're spending 8 hours a day arm wrestling over, should we have the Giants, should we take Dallas? It's amazing what we go through.
Yeah.
And the average person spends about 8 minutes picking their games. That's why the offshore accounts are always making money. The casinos, they do well, but they're not basing their profit, and losses on sports betting.
Right.
And it's good for us.
But isn't it amazing? You could bet 50, 100,000 a game like nothing online.
Right.
And yet the casinos, if you bet more than 5,000, they look at you like you got 2 heads.
Yeah, you need a retina scan. And you got Louis who comes out from behind the cage with his
pad and pen, right down,
with his cheesy 3-piece suit, and he wants to know who you are, which is crazy. I mean, but online, they don't care. You could bet $100,000 in one of these offshore casinos on NFL,
and they'll pay you right away.
Yeah, so it's really the way to go if you want to make money on sports betting. You don't have to be in the state of Nevada anymore. Right. There's ways of making money. We've been doing it forever. So do yourselves a favor. favor, folks. Today's a great day, Saturday. Plenty of college action, both now in basketball and in football.
Right.
Tomorrow, NFL, NBA. Every day there's action. So there's
From now till Thanksgiving,
there is money to be made on sports betting every day until next All-Star break in baseball.
Yeah.
So if you can even look that far in advance and think about it, that's the next time there's a break in the action where there's nothing that you can bet on except probably soccer. But you'll have the Olympics next year.
Yeah.
So,
I even looked on Bookmaker, on their website, bookmaker.eu. They got the presidential election. You could bet on who's going to win.
Yeah. And we saw some of the numbers. They were outrageous.
Yeah.
Right? Bush was like a plus 450 or something. Yeah. Listen, you can, if you love horse racing, if you love betting on the dogs, which, Jerry and I used to, we were down in Florida for a while. We used to love to go to the Pompano track and bet the dogs, and then the Bonita track. We like the pari-mutuels. We like, listen, Jerry and I will bet on anything.
Yeah.
If you're interested in making money on sports betting, you should be dialing our phone number. We got great games today, great games tomorrow, and great games all during the week. I mean, I have clients that are making money now in basketball with me. When the weekend comes, of course, it's all going to be about football today. But if you want money, you like money, basketball during the week, and there's football every single day.
Yeah.
They're not the greatest games in the world. Toledo versus Ball State, Northern Illinois versus, UMass or whatever it is. But so what? There's action. The odds makers are putting out a line. If we can, figure out who's going to beat the spread, you're going to make money with us. Pick up the phone, 888-484-4626, and let's get rolling today.
All right, I'm going to explain the 80K bankroll games one more time. Again, folks, these are our best games. These aren't games that we're just guessing on. These are games that we have some sort of information on. These are the games that I'm betting, 5 and 6 figures on my own money. These are the games that you really want to be on. When you hear people come on the show and they say they made this much, that much, they made $30,000 this weekend, those are the games that they're on. They're simply put our best games. I can't get any more, crazy. They're our best games. But this past weekend, if you were on the $80,000 bankroll games, here's an example of how you would have made your money. They called the $80,000 bankroll games because you really want to start with 10 grand. If you don't have 10 grand to start with, we'll build you up. Don't worry about it. But basically, that's why they're called the $80,000 bankroll games, because you start with 10 and you end up with 80,000 by Monday. But, last weekend, you would have put your first 10,000, North Carolina, -7 over Duke. North Carolina lights up Duke 66-31. The game was never in doubt. They scored 2 minutes into the game. They kicked a field goal, went up 3-0. Then it was 10-0, 17-0, 24-0. And North Carolina scored every time they had the ball, and they win that game 66-31. So in 3 hours, you doubled your money 10-20. Then you call me up at night, and I tell you to go with Oklahoma -24 over Iowa State. It was a little bit close at halftime. Oklahoma smokes them 52-16. Now your 10 becomes 20 on North Carolina, 20 becomes 40 on Oklahoma. Then you call up on Sunday morning, and you bet on the Bills -3 over the Dolphins. So now you take your 10-20, your 20-40 on Oklahoma, and then 40 goes to 80 on the Bills -3 over the Dolphins. So in a matter of not even 72 hours, you've turned 10,000 into 80,000 on 3 games. If you want to turn 10,000 into 80, call us. If you want to turn 5,000 into 40, you could call us. Whatever you want to make, we'll make you 8 times your money. The minimum you need to start with is $500. If you have $500 to start with or $5,000 to start with, call us. 888-484-4626 is the number. 888-484-G-MAN. Use code 777 when you call, and you'll speak to me, Bobby, or Joe. We'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Those are our best games. Those are the games that you got to strive for. If you don't have a lot of money, we have a program for you. See, it's not one size fits all, folks. We talk to you for 5 or 10 minutes. We find out what you got to play with. If you're playing with your rent money or your mortgage money or your kids' college fund, we won't let you play. I don't want your money in that case. This is something for somebody that has disposable income to make more. I understand that, the rich get richer, but you need money to play with and not your kid's college fund. That's not recommended. So, again, you don't want to play with your kid's college fund. 888-484-4626 will get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. All right, we're going to take a break, but we want you to stay tuned. Lots to come. We're going to have one of our customers on in the next segment. So, stay tuned. There's lots more to go. But again, I want everybody listening to call us. I have 3 free winners for today, 3 for tomorrow. All callers are going to get the winner of Kansas TCU, Miami, North Carolina, Wake Forest, Notre Dame. For tomorrow, we got the Saints, Redskins, the Dolphins, Eagles, the Chiefs, Broncos. 6-0, absolutely free. The phone call is even free. 888-484-4626, 888-484-G-MAN. The $80,000 bankroll games, you're going to use code 777 when you call in. The girl will put you through to me, Bobby, or Joe. We handle the bankroll games. I'll make you 8 times your money this weekend. Code 777. If you're a small player and you just want to see what we're all about, you could ask for 2 different specials we have. We have a $99 special just for the weekend, and we have a $299 special for the month. So if you want to get a month of service, that's $10 a day. All right, $299 for the month, $99 for the weekend. Just ask for it, and we'll get you signed up for that. But again, 888-484-4626 is the number. We'll get you on some winners today. Also, last but not least, we have the website. The radio show is posted in its entirety. Go to www.jerrywins.com. While you're there, Bobby Edwards has his guaranteed pick. You click on the front page, pay if you win with Bobby, and he'll have his guaranteed pick available. www.jerrywins.com. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, and we'll be right back.
I'm World Handicapping Champion Jerry Hendel. I want all listeners to check out my new and improved website. I want all listeners to go to jerrywins.com. That's JERRYWINS.com. And I want everybody to sign up for my daily pick. For just $29.95 a month, you can get a pick each and every day. That's $1 a day, folks. You spend more than that on a cup of coffee. $1 a day, you're going to get a game each day. What you do is you go to the website, you sign up on the daily pick for $29.95, and you'll get a game each and every day. Also, we have 4 different handicappers up there, so you can sign up for a week with Jerry, a week with Bobby, a week with Joe, or a week with Sal. Go to the website, www.jerrywins.com.
Many have tried, but only one has ever accomplished it. And that was winning the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Challenge 3 times. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. He is the only man that has ever done it. Here's Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors. Call him for a free selection on today's action. Call him for a free selection right now. Prove how strong his information is. Call him at 1-800-484-4626. 1-800-484-4626. Jerry Hendel. Jerry, the only one. The only one.
Hello, this is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. We have been on fire since week 1, and I want everybody to pick up the phone and call us. I have a big underdog that's going to happen tonight. It's going to be one of my best underdogs of the year. You're going to pick up the phone and call us at 888-484-4626. That's 888-484-4626. My underdogs right now are hitting 65%. If you're out there and you're losing on your own, all you need to do again is pick up the phone. I'll have a big underdog tonight, and I can tell you right now, this is an underdog that's going to win outright. Pick up the phone and call us, 888-484-4626. But make sure you do yourselves a favor. If you're gambling on your own and you're not making any money, pick up the phone, 888-484-4626. I have a huge underdog that I'm looking at tonight that's going to win outright, 888-484-4626.
And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, 3-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Bobby Edwards. Bobby is our underdog king and Big E specialist. Bobby is absolutely on fire. Okay, and Bobby is going to tell you how to get a free NBA winner later on. Also, we got lots more to go, so stay tuned. But before we get back to our show, I want all listeners to pick up the phone and call us right now. I have 3 free winners. All callers are going to get the winner of Kansas TCU, Miami, North Carolina, Wake Forest, Notre Dame. For tomorrow, Saints, Redskins, Dolphins, Eagles, and the Chiefs, Broncos. 6-0 just for calling. Absolutely free. 888-484-4626. 888-484-G-Man is the number. Give us a call for 6 free winners. Also, we got a couple of great specials. If you want the $80,000 bankroll games, use code 777 when you call us. We'll get you on the bankroll games. Also, we got a $99 special just for this weekend and a $2.99 special for the month. So there's lots for everybody, but you need to call us. We're in week number 10. 888-484-4626. Give us a call. Speaking of the specials, we got Don on the phone from the San Diego area. Don, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, Don, how are you? It's Bobby.
Fantastic.
It was Jerry, now it's Bobby. So how's it going this morning? You doing pretty well?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. Thanks for taking my call.
No, listen, I appreciate you taking the time out of your morning. So tell the folks, Don, your, kind of a little bit of a history of how you finally managed to make the call to get on board.
Well, I've been, so here's the deal. I've been listening to you guys for over 6 months, and I've been actually, every time you guys give out your free picks, I write them down, so I've been kind of tracking you, and I had some questions. So, after listening to a lot of the guys call in and hearing their stories, and I'm small potatoes, the bottom line is that I'm a divorced guy. My former career, I was a stockbroker, and now I'm driving for Uber and Lyft, just trying to make ends meet. And I in the process of listening to you guys, I've been saving a little money, so finally gave you a call. I talked to you, Bobby, and you were awesome. You just answered my questions, and I told you I'd call you back. I called you back, and we just started, this past Tuesday. And, you walked me through how to get set up. And once I got set up, I was getting here's the thing I want to make a point to everybody who's listening. So I finally get set up. Like I said, I was small potatoes. And you called me just like you said you would. And that was Thursday, and I was looking forward to, playing our first game. And you said you weren't taking any action on the game, and that kind of surprised me because, I thought for sure, you were going to, tell me what game we were going to play. And you said, no, we don't like it. We're going to wait till Saturday. And then you called me Saturday, and we had our first winner. Right,
UCLA, was it UCLA, right? Minus 17.
Oh, that was an easy one, 41-0.
Well, it may be easy for you, but I would have definitely picked that one wrong. So
that's all right. So you bet that game, and then we didn't do anything much other than and then Sunday we played. We had Buffalo.
Yeah, we had Buffalo. So I doubled. It was fun. It was fun. Here's the deal. It was fun doubling my money. So then we did the same thing on Sunday. You called me, and that worked out. And I was expecting to lose. I'm not. I know you guys aren't magicians. But after looking at your numbers and listening to you guys for the last 6 to 12 months, you guys look like you do about 68%. I said, well, that's better than the stock market.
Yeah, exactly. And the great thing, Don, is I think you had your uncle involved too, right?
Yeah, that's right. So, we kind of went in together. And he's having a blast doing it. We're having a lot of fun. And
yeah, he was a good guy to talk to. It's like I had to convince both of you guys, but you guys were pretty much ready to go when you called. It was just a matter of getting all the particulars down. Where can you bet and this and that, and So after I told you some basic steps to where you can go online and find a place, you did everything that I asked you to do. It wasn't rocket science, and here you are. You're ready for your second weekend starting today. And I think, again, you came on board for the month, but you see how I operate. I'm not one of these guys that's going to throw you a lot of games, and that's one of the reasons why you have a great opportunity to make money. I think Jerry wants to chime in.
You said we were 68% on the free picks. Imagine what we could do when you pay us.
Well, and that's the other thing. There's so many games, and you look at all the points and the odds and all that stuff, and it's awesome having Bobby, you calling me like tonight. I thought for sure you guys were gonna play tonight's game, or was it? No, it was the other night.
Right. Listen. When you came on board, Don, I said you're gonna get your money's worth, but we're gonna be right about it. We're not gonna be just gonna be throwing games at you. So and that's the difference between betting on your own and betting every game on the board, or being select, being a little conservative. Listen, until you get your feet wet, you build your bankroll. It's a long season, so there's gonna be lots of opportunities, for you to make money on my game. So I want to do it the right way, get you off to a good start. You got a couple of winners under your belt this weekend. It's going to be great. So, listen, I just we're going to run here. We're going to get the rest of the show going. So I appreciate you being on, Don. I'm going to get back to you in a little while.
What did Don buy? He bought the $3.99 special?
Yeah, so he's on board for the month, and he's off to a good start. But, you know, I told him, I said, you could bet a game a night with us, and that's great, or you can bet when I play. You know, play the games that I'm betting, and you'll see how quickly your bankroll can grow. And he's listening to me, and that's
Don,
the key.
I got a question for you, Don. You said you're a former stockbroker. So, a stockbroker, you get paid when you buy and sell a stock, right? If you buy one, you get paid a commission, and if you sell it, you get paid a commission, right?
That would be correct.
So how would you do, though? Imagine if the stockbroker got paid based on his performance. Then you would. I mean, I know it's illegal to do that, but you know, if you're on the other side of the table, wouldn't you rather have a guy whose interests are aligned with yours? In other words, the better you do, the better we do. Wouldn't you rather, if you're a customer, wouldn't you rather have that?
Well, you know, absolutely. And that, you know, Bobby said that to me, you know, when I was asking my questions, that, you know, the games that he tells me to play, he's playing those same
And we're
same
playing
games.
the same games you are. If we're not going to put on, when Bobby said not to play that first night, you were surprised. But especially Bobby, I know if he's not putting his money on the game, he's not going to give it to his customers.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, that makes me feel a lot better when I know, you know, you guys are kind of vested in it with me. So
Yep.
And that's what it's all about, Don. So listen, buddy, thanks for being on. Thanks for taking your time out, and I'll give you a call in probably about an hour.
All right, I went forward to college this morning.
All right, buddy. Thanks again, and I'll speak to you in about an hour.
Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, Don, thanks.
Okay. Yeah, right, so here's a guy, he came on small. He came on really small, and, you know, he started making money, but he didn't have a lot of money to start. He started with what?
I started with a couple of $100.
Oh, okay.
He tried to get more money together, but, you know, he was running into a snag with his bank. But it was a bank issue that he took care of.
We're always putting on guys that bet a lot of money. Now here's a small guy that we put on.
And this guy's happy, and who knows? Maybe this guy's on an $80,000 bankroll game by the end of the weekend.
He will be, I predict.
You know, I mean, this guy's a good guy. He works hard. I mean, he just unfortunately got divorced.
Uber? Oh, he drives a cab, right?
Yeah,
That's a new cab system?
Yeah, it's a new cab system. So the guy just got divorced. It was it didn't sound like it was an amicable divorce. And he lost out to the tune of, I think, about 50 large.
Wow.
So he's a little light in the pocket, but, you know, I'm hopefully going to make that money back for him in a short amount of time. But, folks, if you want to be the next guy, come on board, or girl, you want to start making some real money, 888-484-4626 is the number to call.
And like I said, Bobby, we have NBA like every night of the week. So and then we have a program for everybody. The only person that we don't have a program for is if you're playing with your rent money or you think you're going to get rich quick with this. It's not something like that. I had a 90-year-old, woman that called me a few weeks ago, and she told me she's living Social Security check to Social Security check, and she wanted to start with $1,000. And I could have took the lady's money. I don't do that. I don't want some 90-year-old lady's money. My father's 93. He happens to bet my games. But, if you're playing with your rent money or the kids' college fund, don't call us. We don't want you to, do that. It's still gambling. At the end of the day, you can still lose. But, thankfully, our customers win more than they lose. And the bankroll games are really good. But, you have to have a little bit of money behind you because, God forbid, you lose a game. You got to be able to come back with enough money to win your money back on the next game. I think we got about 2 minutes left, Bobby. Anything closing?
Oh, yeah, Jerry, I'm sorry. There's a great afternoon of action today. I mean, the phones are lighting
Week
up.
10.
I can tell. Yeah, it's week 10, folks. I mean, if you haven't pulled the trigger yet, this is a great time to make money. You got the holidays right around the corner. So we always seem to turn it up a notch. So, again, if you're interested in making some extra cash, whether it's an extra $1,000 a week, $1,000 a month, 10,000, you want to make $100,000, you got to be in it to win it. You got to give yourself the opportunity to make money by doing this, and we'll walk you through step by step of how to get it going. It's fun, it's profitable, it's exciting. 888-484-4626.
And I always tell people, like I had one guy last week, I said, I mean, I tell him the truth. Everybody out there is 90%. Nobody's 90%. But I tell the guy with 70%, and he says, I could hit 70%. So I took his games for a week, and I think he hit 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
So, listen, if you're hitting 70%, you're making a good living at this. I'm talking from our standard. 70% handicapper is making $1 million a year. Nobody out there hits 70% unless you have some kind of information. And as I said, whether you're a big player or a small player, call us. You don't have to have deep pockets to do this. But you do have to have some, expendable income. You can't be playing with the rent or the mortgage money. So, again, give us a call. Let us start making you some money today. We're going to wrap it up, Bobby, and we're going to go on and start making money for our clients. But before I wrap things up, we need everybody to call us today. I want everybody that's listening to the show right now to pick up the phone and call us, because even if you don't want to spend any money today, we'll give you some free winners. Anyway, all callers are going to get absolutely free the winner of Kansas TCU, Miami, North Carolina, Wake, Notre Dame. For tomorrow, Saints, Redskins, Dolphins, Eagles, Chiefs, Broncos, 6-0, absolutely free. We got a $99 special for the weekend. We got a $299 special for the month. Just ask for it. Or we got the $500 special on the bankroll games. If you want the bankroll games, use code 777 when you call us at 1-888-484-G-MAN, 888-484-4626, 888-484-G-MAN is the number. Give us a call. 6 free winners, any one of the specials or the bankroll games. Give us a call. Also, you could listen to us on the web. Go to www.jerrywins.com. You can listen to the show in its entirety. But again, 888-484-G-MAN. Give us a call. You're listening to the Sports Advice. See you next week.